Okay, thank you for coming. Uh, I will talk about secure administration of data center. It was actually one off topic or off project of mine. Normally I work for a company called Datacenter, and it's a government-owned company which provides IT services for government organization. Okay, also for private organization, but we are not allowed to have more than 5% kind of contracts, which are not directly related to a government organization. And I work as architect of, I'm an infrastructure architect at Datacenter, and most project I do is actually about architecture of data center. Okay. And I'm grandfather of E3, I'm very proud of it. And we have a V-expert, and you can link with me on LinkedIn and Twitter, but Twitter only on the days of E3. You know, I use it only for E3. But then the handle is a.org. Yeah. And yeah, let's start with the presentation. What we are talking today is how was the beginning of the project. We will talk about requirements. Actually, we have one data center which is on 2 locations, and it's ISO 27001 certified, which is actually the main goal of it. That means we can do everything on every project, but this certification must be, how to say, always required. That means everything what we do we always look if we're still on requirements to have the certificate. And we will talk a bit of risk management, about base rule, what we saw, what are our key points for this management administration solution, and then I will show you a few possible solutions. We find 4, maybe there are more, maybe you can tell me also your ideas about that. And what we find as advantages and disadvantages of everything. That's actually what it is. Okay, you know this if you were on the Remco session. I must say we have like 900 of them. I mean, I'm one of them as well. You know, we are all, I think, you know, Dave, you know, every of us. Because, you know, we all make mistakes, we all try to do stuff which are maybe not really non-standards, and then you always try to find some kind of shortcuts and stuff. And we have 900 administrators. You know, and that's the problem, that everybody of them can do something which is not really cool for another guy. And the idea of security is actually to make secure environment for thousands of days. You know, not for thousands of like genius, because you will not find them. Yeah? You will find 900 normal people, and that they have to do the job. That's actually the main idea of security, IT security. You have normal people, but you make an environment where everybody can work securely. Yeah? So, how we start? Actually, at the beginning of this project, we had administrator platform. That was one of the idea. We had one, but that has few disadvantages. Yeah, most one was actually that this was a bit expensive. Yeah? Okay, and they told us, look, guys, we were 3 guys on the project. One architect, one from the guys which actually ran this platform, and one external guy which actually talked to the companies which already certified their environment on this ISO 27001 on different solutions, and he was actually running around and look how they do this. Okay, that we don't have to do it. And they say, look, it's like empty field. You know, you can do everything you want. Don't look what we have now. You know, develop ideas how we can do it, and then we will look. You know, that was the means we came with every solution we possibly find, and that was actually the nice thing about it. Huh? That you can do. Okay, there are of course requirements, and the first requirement it's this you should arrive this from all over the world. That was the requirement. We have customers actually which use external companies which do something for them with administrator right. They say it's actually silly. These guys mostly came to us in the company, and then they do this. And somebody from us will stay like this or behind him and look what he do. which is not cool. For the guy who only have to look and for guy who work as well. You know, that's the same, okay, for all of the work. Second thing, and that's actually the most interesting point, it should be billable. You know, mostly people which have this administrator file, when we start this first one, nobody was thinking how much it will cost. You know, I think somebody says also, you know, 200,000 euro in 3 years. Yeah? And that was like more than 10 times more expensive than it was. But I don't think, you know, cannot be so complicated, yeah? And now in this version should be billable, that means that we can charge the people which use admin platform for that what they use. Doesn't matter if they are management tools or the time, doesn't matter, but we have to find a solution that it's billable, okay? Second thing, the base tools should work. I mean, everything what you get with operating system should work out of box. But, yeah, we have also a bunch of tools. You must imagine Hamburg has like 800 applications. Yeah, that means, or in only Hamburg, we have 5 of Hamburgs actually as a customers. That means that you have a bunch of stuff which you actually don't want to provide at all. But you should and must at the end. Because the administrator says, oh, I can administrate only with this particular tool. Huh? And this particular tool will break your setup, you know, like in seconds. Huh? That's it. Second thing, should support the flows we have. Should be, of course, 24/7, because we have 24/7, and as I said, should scale. We have 900 people administrate in my company, but all together with customers, you know, they say that must support till 1,500. And we also are expanding. Maybe we will get some other German states. It can happen that we need more. It should scale. That's the idea. But most important, and that is in the central requirement, should be secure. And for the certification, that's actually one of the main points, or the pain points of it. Okay. But you know, it's to make it easy for all of us that this standard ISO 27001, 27001. In Germany called, you have this BSI. This is German security agency from the state. They use this ISO 27001 and make set of rules. Actually, not to came really deep into it, but set of rules is actually about user interface, about network, about service. It's actually, you have set of rules. They're like maybe 1,000, yeah, around, and you know, user interface is how it's this administrator plays. What is the rules on the administrator plays? What is rule on the desktop? What is the rule on the network? What is the rule on the server? That's actually, and you go actually through all these rules and say, okay, check or not. And that's actually what you have to do is to have risk management. We have one that's like 5 people through, and they will go through these all rules and say and look how high is the risk if we do this measurement or not. And they will set to us, as the easiest point, they will set us a set of rules. What we have to do to comply to this certificate. And these guys also are responsible that everything is documented as well. That is not because, you know, you have audit to get certificate, you get audit, and this guy who will say, okay, do you have documentation about server? Yes. Do you have documentation about deploying a server? Yes. Do you have documentation about web server? Yes. Then he looks at documentation and then he will find, okay, did you take this risk? Okay, he has, and you know, all of this. And risk management is the part of the company which looks, do we adjust all this risk? Yeah. Okay, back to the requirement. Okay, when we have this base set of requirements, we find for ourselves that we should think not on the rules, because I don't implement rules of some kind of certification. I implement real solution, yeah. And second thing, what we thought is, it's a lot security by feeling, yeah. You know, you feel that if you do something, it makes more secure. But in most companies like that, all of you think like that. and you will implement, Simon will implement in his task that what he thinks secure, George will implement in his task. At the end, you will have this certification, but you will do something what you have to do on 5 different places, which makes it first complicated and second expensive. That means you should not have security by fear. You should have security by design, but not by fear. But in a lot of companies, it's actually security by design. What we thought about is we divide this on the layers. You know, we said, okay, we have like, oh, wait, sorry. We divide it by layers, and then we will adjust to every layer what we have to do. That's the main idea. Okay, the security management gives us the base rules. And base rules is what we have to follow for the administration. And base rules is separation of administration. That means that administration, this environment for administrators is separated from the system. It's separated for your desktop environment, but it's also separated from your data center. It's extra part, there are extra people which do this, they are completely separated from everything. That means they are not relying on rules which our company has, they have their rules and they are like unique group. You should use it only on purpose. That means it's not allowed that you as an administrator open your session and then, you know, when you need something, you will administrate. That's not allowed. They will kick you out after 15 minutes. That means you have to administrate only on purpose. All modification to any server only by changes, only incidents. That means it can be incident and then you change something but only incidents and change rules is allowed. You are not allowed to change anything without it. Okay? We say minimal set of tools, which is definition point, but you know, you should, if you want some tool, you have to say why you need it. Okay? We have extra management, Active Directory, that means all administrators of data center are there. There are no, in this normal Active Directory where all users are, there are no administrators. That's one of the, then we have a role separation, which is administrators of administration platform, they are not administrators anywhere. Another way around, the people which are administrators somewhere, they cannot be administrators of the administration platform. We have decreased right, that means when you are administrator of something and you are on administration platform, you are a normal user for the platform. You have no rights there. And if some of your tools need that, you will get extra server for you. But if you need administrator right to use your tool, then we will give you all server and you have to, okay, later we find out you should also pay this. If you need extra server, then it's okay that you pay. User is separated, that means that the two administrators cannot exchange data, they cannot also exchange sessions, they are completely separated. They have to activate multi-factor. Okay, it was in old days 2-factor, now we call it full multi-factor, but you know, multi-factor authorization. Everything is locked. Actually, ISO 27001 say that you have to log every change. You don't have to log everything. Okay, but when you go to practical kind of doing it, we find out that video logging is actually good because it's easy to implement. And only disadvantage, you cannot search in video search. You know, you cannot, you know, when something's happened, you have to look this old video. We have it, but at the end we find out in 2 years of old platform, they look like in 3 videos. That was the problem. For 3 videos looking, you don't really need search. That was, you know, decision. But video logging is actually cheapest to implement. Because when you search for log files and then find where in log files is changed, that's actually more hassle than video. We say video and that's it. And second thing is, I don't know how to pronounce this, but audit table means that these logs are not changeable by the administrator. It means when you change something and we make video from it, you will never ever you cannot even watch this video. And despite to change it, nobody can change it. It's a way. And then when something happens that somebody asks, oh, what's happened? Then we will look this video, and that's actually the most important thing about it. Okay, that's base rule. These rules apply to all solutions. That's also important to say. Okay. What's happened? Now we come into this layering problem. We define the layers where something happened. It's actually, we have clients, we have platform access. That means from your client you will come to this administrator platform in kind way. You have to identify yourself. Then you will get some kind of presentation. It's your console, or it's your application you need, or it may be a desktop. Depends how it is. Then you have rule on your tool which you need for this administration platform. You have a login layer which can be text or video. You have access control. That means from the platform we will look where you want to go. You are not allowed to go wherever you want. You should go only to the systems where you have to administrate something. You are not allowed to go where you want. So you should go to particular server you want to administrate. And of course, there are security layer on the servers, which are, okay. Any questions? No? Everything clear? Or everything unclear? Okay. Out of that, we defined 5, how to say, not layers, but 5 points which we have to look about our solution. That means we have access control, we have rule enforcing, we have tools, where the tools are running. But it's more than this layer. It's actually tools means where the tools are running. They are running on local client, on server, on the end system. We have how we logging means where's the point where we take the log. Multi-factor authentication is where the user session terminates and where we will authenticate the user, and where is the access control. That's actually that's our criteria to find out which solution is good or better than another for us. Yeah? It's actually like set of criteria. It means more than that. It's actually like that's one point which contains more than one point. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm good in time. It's possible solution. Actually, at the end we find 4. One is admin client, then VDI, which is actually the same as the admin client, but in virtual. Then we have terminal services, and we have administration proxy for some. Has anybody other ideas or use something else than that? Nobody? Okay. Okay. Let's do the admin client. No, fine. Okay. Admin client is actually a solution. We find this German, they are called the Union of German Versicherung. What is Versicherung?
Insurance.
Insurance, yeah. Okay, that's Union of German insurance companies, and they use this as an administration platform. They have also a huge bunch of users and huge bunch of administrators, and what they do, they have administrator client. That means administrator get the client. They use IPsec per default. That means that you connect with IPsec to the admin, to the servers over firewall. It means connection is over firewall. On firewall, it happens authentication of the user, and then he can administrate all systems. Okay. Actually, what is best about it, on desktop you can install every tool. If it works as designed. It's a hassle. Maybe when you have 800 tools, it's maybe really complicated, but still, every tool will work on every laptop, and that's the best advantage. Second advantage is everybody gets his device. He can make this. Okay, it's good for people that they have the laptop, they love this and like it, and it's good for them. It's also the authentication is great. You can do any kind of two-factor, mobile phone, this stick or token or whatever you want. It will go automatically. You came to work, you log on, put your two-factor authentication, and you can administer. Second thing is, with firewall rules, you can connect laptop to the servers you need. You can make a list for every client where what the list of servers they can connect. Then you have this access control as well. That's actually this solution was on the first look, that's what we said, yes, we want that. Yeah. Problem is that the guy who used this needs a second device. On. You can do it virtually. He can get VDI from out of this. That will be not a problem. Or terminal server or whatever. But that costs money as well. And you can count this as all cost. And the end, that was the cost was actually the biggest problem about this. But I think if it's possible, it's a great solution. You know, the administrator has this administrator, I will say terminal or administrator device, and then they use this for administration. That device, even if they take this with them, yeah, at home or somewhere, if somebody steals it because of two-factor authentication and stuff, nobody can use it against you. And you can easily also kick it out of everything when it gets stolen. He has good sides, but has some bad side, and biggest bad side is you have to have second device. Doesn't matter how it be realized, but you need second device. It's not possible to do anything for a company on this device. Should not be. If you do this as well, then it's no ISO certification. No chance to get. That means that's the biggest disadvantage. Okay, VDI is actually the same.
Couldn't you combine that and then, because that put that admin device in VDI and they have to use it that way? That way you don't have the two device problem.
Yeah, we use that. We use VDI and we use all VDIs is for admin guys. And they have also recording, session recording. So
yeah.
Okay, that's actually the next.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. The next slide. Okay, the VDI is actually the same. The same idea. You have everybody has a normal laptop, can do everything what they do normally, and you will do a VDI solution at the back end. Okay, great advantage, because I say one of the greatest advantage here is this access control.
Yeah.
Because you know every VDI has IP address, yeah, and you can define for every of virtual desktop one IP address, and then you can say, okay, this IP address can reach this are actually the same as a client, but it's virtual. Great.
We have a solution. It's very simple. It's Palo Alto. Palo Alto. You have profiles. You have one admin, one population have access to some application. So you parameter everything on this profile, and you can.
Okay, but the problem is actually not. You know, you can always implement access control.
Yeah.
Question is how complicated it is. In this case, it is easy.
Yeah.
You know, it's all list of IP address. And a list of actually two lists of IP address. That's easy to realize. Second thing is tools are easy to implement because on virtual desktop everything will work with work on desktop. Great, yeah. Access control also you can do with NetScaler on the front. You can do it everywhere you want. It's also great, yeah. Access to platform, to multi-factor authentication, great. Logging, great. You can save the session. I mean, perfect solution. Actually, when we count the cost, that was for us the cheapest one. Yeah? On this, how to say, theoretical cost. It means you know without knowing what will be the real cost. Mm-hmm. But on the cost factor was actually the best solution, which we find for us that what we actually want to do. I must say the first favorite was the admin client. We were like really in love with this solution. Then we analyzed that. That was till the end of the project our favorite solution. Okay, we didn't find anybody who has certificate with this, but we find out that we will get certificate because it's actually the same as the solution I showed you before. That means it's
valid. Yes, validated, but security is validated by security.
Yes, but
this one is better.
Okay, the guy we had, which did the scouting, didn't find anybody in Germany who has certificate and do administration like this. Mm-hmm. But we actually talk with our security guy, which security management, and they say no problem. You know, they go to this checklist and they say yes. You can get certificate. That means I cannot show you this company is certified with this, but that can get certification. 100%. If not, call me and say Sasha said you can get certification, you will get certification. Yeah? Thank you. Okay. Third solution is that what we actually had. Dataport, we have certification on this. I mean, we are certified and we have terminal server solution. And there are few problems about this, okay? The good, okay, the easy is, okay, to terminate an authenticate user. You can use Netscaler, you can even do a VPN and then start the citric session. In both cases, it's actually easy. To authenticate the rights and this is okay. Tools are pain in the ass. Actually, tooling is extremely complicated. You have tools which you have to do like month to implement them. Then they use too much power. They can, you know, when two users use the same tool on the same terminal server, then everything crashed. You know, and actually we find out that most terminal server which we have more than we thought that we will have are because of shitty management tools. SQL, for example, is something which counts as a standard tool. You know, SQL management standard tool. Two of them, they can make whole host. You know, not only virtual machine, they can make all hosts dead.
Excel also.
Yeah, but you know, there are a lot of such tools, and when you have like hundreds of them, you know, then it's actually, you have really a lot of pain points on this solution. And second thing, when you want to implement access control, yeah, you have to use, you cannot use simple firewall because user don't have any IP address. Okay, they can have a lot of IP addresses. Yeah, that means at the end, if you want to do this normal firewall, you will have all IPO to IPO, which is then you don't need firewall. I mean, there are no sense on it. We use in this case application firewall in first implementation, and
checkpoint you can do the session.
But still, when you have 1,000 users, they have to manage this list. That's actually a challenge. We find out that third of the cost of this platform goes to management of application layer firewall. Yeah? Okay. We find out that you can realize with this solution, you can, okay, actually ISO 27001 not say that you have to have access control. They say that you must provide every, access to every server only to the guys which administrate it and not to anybody else. They not say they are not allowed to come there. It's only said that they cannot log into it. But you know, that's kind of how you interpret what it says on the paper. I must say, security by standards is a bit of religion as well. Huh? It's, you know, how you interpret the standard.
Just a question. Can you not filter the access based on user certificate in this case?
Yeah, you can, but it's still management. You have to have. Yeah, it's as I said.
The cost.
It's cost money.
Question: user and admin certificates, users and admin in the same this situation.
No, it's not. Look, on the platform, as I said before, that's base rule. On the platform, everybody are users. Only administrator on this kind are administrator of the platforms, which cannot administrate anything else here. When you here, you have normal user, and if your tool need admin rights, then you will get whole terminal server for yourself, because we don't want that you mess with other guys. That's also we have to isolate you. That means that's one of the problems. But you are normal user, simple user. You also not in the same domain as the server. The servers are in customers' domains. You are in a management domain.
Right.
And
we have to do the same stuff at huge bank, and we have implemented with REST software.
Yeah.
Everything is in REST, located by REST. The guy is not administrator. You can launch the application with the rights elevated rights, but with REST. So, but it is a cost.
Yeah.
Because when you upgrade the server, you need to take all this. I mean, tools. It's a mess.
Yeah, it's really a mess. Really.
It's a huge cost.
What's happened
It's
now?
more
about
expensive than
your-
VDI, I think.
Okay. Okay. We are good in time, actually. We have also time for discussion. Okay. The fourth one we find it's to use administration proxy appliance, which has actually few advantages because you don't have to think a lot of things. You know, appliance do this for you. Appliance will log for you. If you want, they will log change from the text files, and he will log videos, whatever you want. You can really easy implement the rights. You can really easy implement where the guys can go. You can even automate this process. We will terminate him on firewall before the appliance, but you can even terminate your use on appliance itself. It's also not a problem. Actually, seems like great solution. Okay, the biggest disadvantage we find out you can use SSL, RDP, and web. Nothing else is allowed, you know. And second thing is scaling is not so good. You know, this company which gets certificate, they have like 50 administrators, and they use one box pro 50, which is okay. That is cost. But we find out that we will need like 1,000, yeah. Then we will have like two of these boxes, and that costs then like huge shitload of money. And at the end, you know, it's not. I will say everything is great if you have a small setup. It's maybe one of the best solutions for small setups. Great solution because you don't have to think about a lot of stuff. You buy this. This is what is that? Not Bismarck. Balabox. I think it's Balabyte is the name of the company. You set the box, buy the box, and you can administer. Okay, RDP is maybe not so nice as ICA, but will do the job. Yeah. And you are normally in local network. Great. Or, okay, for people which come outside, they will do VPN on the firewall, and then they will came to box. Actually, great. Also, it's great that the client is actually on your administrator PC, but actually you see only the picture because you have SSL session to the box. Then on the box is terminated, and then you get SSL session from box to your administrator. Same if it's RDP. RDP is also terminated on the box, and then again to the server. Actually, great. Scale not good. It's not good for scaling. Costs a lot of money. When you have to have like 20 of them, for one is okay. You know, because you don't have to administrate this. You know, you buy one and you have everything. Yeah. Okay. Then we do that's actually the best what we do. We did the table. You know, the cost, how it's easy to implement security, how easy to put the toolboxes, and what is the user experience of it. Yeah. And question for you for a feeling, what would you think it became at the end?
VDI.
Yeah, video.
Any other opinions? What was the end of it?
Depends.
Who's
Depends on use case.
controlling the money?
Okay, we find out, actually we were preferring, the three guys in the project, we prefer VDI. And we would go for it. But we are not decided about money, yeah? The management was sitting like 3 sessions, we have 3 sessions with management. And the management decide together with security, risk management, they sit together and we actually streamlined, at the end we streamlined the terminal server solution. That means we streamlined it that every requirement we have from ISO 27000, we do it only in one place. Okay. And not to do it on few places. In the old farm, you have to authenticate it like 4 times, which is not more security, it's more hassle, and then at the end you have like, for all administrators, they have like 4 passwords on the monitor screen. and that's first stage, and the second stage they have one password for all of these four, which makes it not better. Okay, what was the management was actually a bit scared that this cost which we calculate with are not final. That there are some hidden costs that they don't know, and they say on this solution we know the cost, and when we streamline this, that was like 50% of the cost before, and they say we are nice with it. Yeah? But still, as I said, I think when I would start from scratch, I will go for video. And that's my opinion of it. I will go for VDI. I would like to know if some other solutions are out there. That will be nice to find. Is there any other possibility to do that? We didn't find it, but maybe on the next session. Actually, now it's a new one. New one is in production, and the people which operate this, they say that's like great. It was before. Actually, on old time there were like 6 people only for tools. They have 6 people which did only tools, and that was full job. You know, that was not like okay, yeah, it was like full-time job. And you know, also for people which only install the tools on the platform, that's actually not kind of job you say yes. You know, I did it. Yeah, it's actually pretty silly. You know, why you know fresh for university, and what you are doing, you are installing management tools. Yeah, it's not sexy. You know,
But you have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So at the bottom.
yeah, but you don't have to start on, you know, with the silly things. Also, this list, you know, this list on this thing, they tried to automatize it, and that was really the biggest pain point. And you know, at the end, they have kind of automation, but at the end of the day, somebody has to look, and you know, and control every few months, is this still correct? And that costs also money. We have like 3 people doing only that. Control the list. You know, it's also not natural. Okay, now it's better, but still, for me, it's a bit pity that we didn't do with the app. But
FS Logic.
huh?
FS Logic.
Yeah, but you know, VDI is actually made for this. When you look, that's actually, I will say no-brainer. You know, you don't have to think about it. You know, it's simple. You can install every tool. Every administrator gets a virtual machine. Okay, persistent. No, non-persistent. Sorry, non-persistent. That he can make it as nice as he needs, but you don't have to care about it. You can even tell them, look, guys, if you need some shitty tool, yeah, no problem, install it. If it's crashed your machine, no problem, we will give you the new one and crash it again.
And you put observability on there.
You could do the same thing with terminal server. It is
Yeah.
the same OS, so you can give everyone a terminal server.
Yeah.
And then it is VDI.
Yes, but
That we did in the old,
I do that.
for licensing we did that first.
But the main
So-
pain point with terminal server, you need to install a new tool, a new SQL management or something like that. You need to retest everything. This is the main point of that. Otherwise, you need to do some worker groups or some servers dedicated for SQL management.
and there are also tools that don't work on server.
Yeah.
Because server is, you know, Windows Server and Windows, okay, that's actually the most problem on Synapse since I'm in the space. You know, it's still server operating system. It's the same, it's almost 99% same as a desktop, but it's not same. And a lot of these management tools are tested on desktops.
Desktop.
You know, actually you should not install anything on server. You should not install management tools on server. You know, since you do informatics, everybody tells to you, please don't install tools on the server, install somewhere else. You don't need them there. Yeah? The server does service and management you do somewhere else. Yeah? That's what they told you all the time. And the designer of these tools, they said, okay, that will go on the desktop. Nice, yeah? And then you came and said, oh, terminal service is great stuff, yeah? You can do it, and then install this, and then it's not working. And then you call the vendor, and the vendor says, yeah, but did you saw the supported operating system list? There are no server at all. it's not our fault. Yeah? You can do it, it's not support. Okay, thank you a lot. You're leaving it to Barcelona now. Yeah. And I must say it was a great experience, you know? Was a good discussion at the end. Thank you a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.